Good Tuesday morning, friends. It's me, Terry Lambertson. This is what I have for you today. You grieve for the times you were starved of affection or hungry for love. You grieve whilst clinging to the end of that rope, that cord, that bond, which should have been unbreakable but wasn't. And now you are left holding a broken piece of your inner child, of your heart and of your soul. The most complicated losses to bear are the whispers of what should have, could have been, the echoes of the unfinished, the unresolved. So yes, you grieve, but you also break the cycle. You build unbreakable bonds with those you love. You nurture them and you nourish them. You feed their hearts and souls with love, and in doing so, you begin to feed your own soul too. You learn how it feels to be loved without expectation, without transaction, without stipulations and provisos and conditions. And slowly, you start to heal that child within, and you start to realize that whilst it has not what it should have been, the loss is now what has to be. It is a loss you have to bear. It is a loss you have to grieve in order to learn how to love yourself. To love yourself the way you always should have been loved, right from the beginning, unconditionally. Thank you, Becky Hemsley. Yeah, as I age, part of the journey that I find myself on is realizing that almost everything that my family judged me so harshly on as a young person and really my entire life, was about all those things that made me different from them, and their decision to put a value judgment on my differences. They were just all not good, not okay. And look, I don't care if you're a blue M&M or a green M&M, you're still an M&M, right? You still belong in that package. And as I aged, I'm grabbing back more and more bits of things that were molded out of me either by my parents or other members of my family, just for being different. And now I realize that they are the heart and soul, the core of my joy is given from God, but it lives and breathes and feeds off of my authentic self through a relationship with Jesus Christ. So, yeah, get unconditional with yourselves, friends. Get unconditional with who you are. When you feel a sort of way about a situation, step back and figure out whether you really feel that way or whether that was something that was taught to you as you grew up and it really isn't a part of who you are. All right, you guys, I hope you all have a terrific Tuesday, and I will be back with you again on Wednesday morning. I'll see you then, friends. Bye now.